like what Dr. Bala said, it's not about, when you look at the child and look at the status, you actually give up saying he's in a bad status. But I think to what he said, there is kids are kind of resilient to these kind of situations. They can recover much faster than what we anticipate. What we see at that part of time is not the fact or the truth, right? I mean, we need to wait and watch. I mean, we need to have that patience to manage that. I think that's all I have to say. Thank you, doctor. Thank you, Child Trust and Dr. Balaram Chandra. I think I have no words. Just from bottom of my heart, thank you so much.
She can also say some words.
I will only say thank you, nothing else, please. And I'm proud of my son.
We all are. All of us are.
I think just one point to add. Yes, today wherever Deepan stands, I think I know how many of you all know there is an organization called Special Olympics Bharat. It's one of the phenomenal institutions which supports these kind of special children to actually, they encourage them to participate in these kind of sports events. They have been amazing, and I think the support which also came from them was amazing. And I think we really need to look at these kind of institutions who just don't focus on academics, but they really help child to come out of the way to develop themselves into extracurricular activities, etc. So I think I'm actually thankful to them too for what they have done for my child today. Thank you so much. Hey, good morning. My name is Prakash Sakrani, and I do have my wife. Her name is Nikita Sakrani, and our younger son. Just to what Dr. Balaram Chandra added, we have actually two kids. He's my younger son, and I have my elder son who serves as a captain in the Indian Army. So he is not present because he's actually, in his duty, so he's not here with us. I don't have much word to say, but I have not made any speech or something, but I only want to share is, yes, for us, Challenger have been much more from his childhood. I think I really thank Child Trust institution for whatever the support they had given to us in those initial stages, because that was much more important for us when we had lost actually hopes about our children's status situations at that part of time. I think this institution actually came forward and really gave us that kind of support, the mental support, which is what was required for the parents. I think that's what I really thank this institution for all its support. And I think where my son stands today, I think a lot of credit goes to this institution. I think, and I'm highly thankful for it from my bottom of my heart. And I think Dr. Bala has been one of those whom I really can't forget him, the way he stood up with us to give us that moral support. I think that's what you require actually during that phase when you go through those dilemmas, is when you need somebody who can actually give you a guidance in terms of how do you go. And I think not that just because I'm standing in front of the media, but I think he's done a commendable support, standing behind us to tell us, don't worry, we are there to help you out. And I think that's what I want to thank the institution, and that's what made me precisely to call him and say that, sir, today my son is reaching at this stage, and I think I'm so happy to share it with the institute that, this is something which I think a portion of the credit also goes to the institution.
The head of the intensive care unit here. I've been with this hospital for almost 20 years now, but this is in my 20 years in this hospital, it is really a special moment for me, because I've never had the pleasure of seeing one of the patients I treated such a long time ago, and that too somebody who's doing so well. So I'm going to tell you a story. This story starts in 2004 when a little 2-month-old baby was brought because of seizures. The parents noted that he was having some difficulties on seizures. He came to the ICU. We admitted him, and then we did a CT scan, and this, what you see here, is a large bleed inside the head. And this, just for you to compare, this is what a normal CT should look like. So he was there in the ICU, he was put on a ventilator, etc., and he was there for a week, and the parents had almost given up hope. But somehow we said, no, let's try and keep this going. And this is what he would have looked like. This is another baby. We can't show the face of the babies obviously here. This is not Deepan, but he recovered gradually. Despite all odds, he recovered. And then this is at the time of discharge in 2004. Okay, but that is when the real struggle started. The struggle, it's easy for us, we're all happy as doctors. Patient survived, went home, our job is done. But the parents' job is just starting at that time, and that is a real struggle. So periodically they came back to visit me. This is where, at the age of 1, and you won't even remember this, I think. It's at the age of 1, and then this was the last time I saw him in 2010 when they had brought him. They live in Bangalore, and they brought him here and he was doing really well and very happy. As Dr. Janani said, we're always happy to see our patients do well. And after that, I had completely lost touch with the family. But then about 3 months ago, out of the blue, Mr. Prakash Sakrani, Deepan's father, called me and he said, "Doc, I have to share something with you." And he said, "My son is now representing India in the Special Olympics." I said, "Wow, Deepan, really? When he was so sick, when he was a newborn baby, 2-month-old baby, this is something which is really proud for all of us. If it makes us feel good, imagine how the parents will feel." And then Deepan, after that, his father, this is what he looked like now. And he took up skating and fought. It's difficult to do any sport, that. But to do it at a national level, at a state level, at national level, and then the international level, overcoming so many challenges, it's really amazing. And so this is how he was winning various state level competitions and then selected for these International Special Olympics in Berlin in June of this year. They have 7,000 athletes participating there, so it's not a small event. And